Almost exactly 3 years ago, I started my game development journey back in 2019 with Square Jump. Square Jump was the first game I ever created in Unity, and it is a very straightforward game. You basically jump on platforms, and if you touch the red, you die. So yeah, you need to get as high as you can, and that's the whole point. As simple as it sounds, there are many things that I want to change. Yeah, the game looks very ugly, and please don't get me started with the skins. Also, it has a lot of bugs. It is a buggy mess basically, and there's a lot to be changed actually, and I want to make it actually enjoyable because it is not. It's an impossible game. Speaking of impossible games, this game was actually inspired by Sam Hogan, which made a game inspired on Rage games. So yeah, that was the type of game I wanted to create. So in this video, I'm gonna make the game actually fun or enjoyable, and yeah, I also want to make it look better, so I made a to-do list in Notion to keep track of my progress. So the first thing I'm gonna do is choose the color palette because I want to have something defined, something that looks good, and the color is like the primary thing. I found this one which really caught my eye, so I brought into Illustrator and I started making some random things to see what can I come up with. So I brought a color palette into the game so I can then change the colors in general. I started working on the main menu, as you can see. Forgot to make the transition. There you go. But yeah, I made a lot of changes. I'm gonna show you the final result at the end of this video. So moving on, I started fixing the major bug, which is the random super high jump, and I managed to solve it this way. When you play the game using the keyboard in the computer, the problem doesn't happen. It only occurs in the mobile device, and that is because I used two different movements. One for the mobile touch controllers and the other one for the keyboard using the computer. So to solve it, I just simply merged both controllers and deleted the touchpad controller, and I added an OR statement that if you press the button in the mobile device, then it's gonna call the function that the computer uses. This way it won't occur because it would be using the same movement as in the computer, which works perfectly. And also I changed the UI. I changed all the buttons, I changed the movement, and I changed the pause menu, the restart menu, the respawn menu, all menus, modified it to the color palette. Moving on, I now started working on the skins. This was the most interesting part for me. I didn't know what to create, so I did a few skins, which I really like the result. I think they look pretty cool. This is the skins manager, which is like 80 lines unnecessarily longer than it should be. So I'm gonna redo this script by making a loop and making an array of the skins, and the loop is gonna select and unselect the skins. Now that was satisfying. And then I wanted to make the game more interesting, so I created 3 more game modes. Number 1, death, which is lava goes up, and also if you touch the red, you die. For this one, I really wanted to add momentum. This one is called don't fall, because basically you need to get as high as you can as the other one, but you don't die. And because of the momentum, it is actually harder to stay on a platform once you jump. And as you can see, I also added a jumping animation, which I think looks nice, and some particle effects. And also I built some levels which work with the momentum mechanic, and it also has the lava, the red blocks, and the point of each level is reach the star. I actually used the same star I made for the Gumdrop game, which was a game I made in 24 hours. You can check that video out. Yeah, I'm gonna create at least 10 levels for this one. Out of the blue, for some reason, Unity started crashing. I mean, every time I try to open the project, this project specifically, Unity says not responding, and it just keeps loading and loading and nothing happens. I search everywhere. I search on the Unity forum on YouTube and nothing helped. So I had to create a new project and paste everything on that new project. And finally, I added some challenges in order to unlock the skins. And now it's time to show you the final result.
Huh? Nope.
So yeah, now here you go. So yeah, if you want to try the game out, you can go ahead and click the link in the description. I made a WebGL version for each IO. If you like this type of content, consider subscribing and also like the video so I know. This was all for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed, and I see you guys in the next video.